This is Bill Reed at the Bluefield Coal and Mining Show, and we're with Chris Hamilton, the President and CEO of the West Virginia Coal Association. Welcome, Chris.
Welcome. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate being here. Great day.
What are your thoughts on this opening day of the show?
Oh, this is a real remarkable program. I just indicated outside. This is a little bit about Marshall University being the university today after their big win at Notre Dame, and this is the coal show of the country right here. And we're just so proud that it's in West Virginia. Proud that it's down here in Mercer County and between the two Bluefields of Virginia's, and we think it's a great compliment to the industry, all the men and women that go out every day and mine this important mineral for this important industry that, as you know, is shipped all throughout the world. The entire world thrives on shipments of West Virginia coal because it is the best quality of coal mined by the best miners anywhere in the world.
And I was very interested to see that, led by yourself, the coalition of coal associations in the country have just issued a lot of information about the contribution of coal to the nation. Tell us about that, please, Chris.
Well, we know mining's a big part of our economy and industrial base here in West Virginia, but a lot of people don't realize the overall impact in totality across the country. Even there's a lot of states that even consume coal for steel making or for electric power generation that don't necessarily mine coal or have those direct mining jobs. The impact in totality is about $270 billion across this country. Here in West Virginia, it's about $14 billion. So all told, there's about 400,000 mining jobs, mine-related jobs, and that's direct mining, indirect mining, all the downstream economies, as well as all the people that handle coal, ship coal, touch coal, transport it, and these remarkable men and women that play a role in making sure that this coal gets to the end user.
One of the speakers this morning said that one manufacturer had reported orders for 19 continuous miners. A second manufacturer is bursting at the seams in manufacturing battery scoops. So the manufacturers are feeling the effect of this as well, aren't they?
They are. There's a lot of, this is a perfect storm working for us in a lot of ways right now. We have great market opportunities. We have the world's in somewhat of an energy crisis, but there's also been and prices have been extremely well, but there's also been a lot of pressure on the supply side of the business, and the supply chain is still somewhat disrupted from the year and a half of that deadly COVID disease. So seems like the supply chain issues is getting straightened out a little bit, but we're still way behind on inventories at coal plants and way behind on equipment deliveries and equipment manufacturing. So I think we're going to still feel the effects of those, but that's going to all straighten out. The big issues here today is the continued transition away from coal and coal-fired electricity. And we have to unite, and that's one of the reasons we're working so diligently with these other coal organizations around the country. We have a diminishing industry, and we have to all work together, north and south, east and west, met coal partnering with steam coal producers to really try to effectuate the policies that drive this industry going forward.
One of the biggest challenges has been the shortage of railroad cars and train engineers. Do you see any changes in that?
Well, we think and are somewhat relieved that there's some plans in place to improve rail service. It's terrible that we've allowed the rail service to fall behind. I mean, it's had a direct impact on jobs, the continued operation of multiple mining complexes, and it's also affected getting our product to market in a timely manner. So, there's no reason for that. But the rails industry is experiencing the same problems that we are with manpower and equipment Every business in town has a help wanted sign in it, and every industry is basically the same way, looking for the next generation of workers and the replacement of workers that are retiring.
Sadly, the war on coal has started again. Tell us some of the things that the West Virginia Coal Association are doing to defend the industry.
Well, we've been working hand in hand with our congressional delegation over the past year as all these different initiatives have come out of President Biden's administration. And make no mistake about it, this administration under President Biden is just hell-bent on moving away from coal completely and going to a zero carbon economy. They've made no bones about that. They're very proud about that, and we're seeing that being played out not only in the halls of Congress, but not practically, every single administrative agency is crusading at the current time to rid the country against fossil energy and primarily coal. There's a whole new menu of rules and regulations that are going to be coming out very soon of EPA that requires additional upgrades and additional costs in order to keep our coal plants operating. We have this horrible Inflation Reduction Act that was just passed, which according to America's Power will result in half of the coal plants in our great state, which means about $7 billion that'll be eradicated from our state's economy. We have to find ways to replace that power. We're hopeful that maybe some form of co-fire with coal, natural gas, coal, and other feedstock to get to a net negative emission.
This year, the world will produce more coal than it's ever produced before. That is 8 billion tons, which exceeds the record figure of 10 years ago. That means that coal is here to stay. What do you think?
It is here to stay. I don't think there's any question about that. As you and I have talked on numerous occasions, China has more coal-fired plants under construction than what we have throughout the entire country here today. So when you talk about climate change, when you talk about carbon dioxide being produced, you have to incorporate China, Asia, India, and the Pacific Rim into that discussion. It makes no sense here for us to ratchet down our economy and destroy this remarkable industry.
So in spite of the challenges, you're optimistic about the future?
Absolutely. We have rightness on our side, and it's because of coal and coal-fired generation and all the work that we do that we have this extraordinary quality of life that we enjoy here in America. No other country enjoys the quality of life we have, and that's because of the electrification of America that's directly attributable to coal-fired electricity here over the past 50 years.
Chris Hamilton, thank you very much. This is Bill Reed reporting live from Brush Fork Armory Civic Center, Bluefield, West Virginia, at the Bluefield Coal and Mining Show.